traveled from the foundation of ownership versus stewardship, Chapter 1, learned to replace the budget lie with the stewardship flow, Chapter 2, and committed to freedom from the theology of the borrower, Chapter 3. Now we arrive at the ultimate test of the steward's heart, tithing and generosity. For many, giving money away feels counterintuitive to financial health. It feels like an expense that makes your budget tighter. It's often the first thing cut when money is scarce. But today, we are going to challenge that idea completely. Giving is not an expense. It is the ultimate act of worship and the single key to unlocking financial joy and peace. This is Chapter 4, Why Tithing Isn't an Expense, anchored in the famous promise of Malachi 3:10.
Why does the owner, the God who already owns everything, according to Psalm 24:1, ask for the first 10%? The reason is not because he needs your resources. He asks for it because you need the practice. The tithe is not a tax. It is a training exercise for the heart. The tithe is the constant, mandatory reminder that we are stewards, not owners. When you commit to giving away the first portion, the first fruits, you are constantly reaffirming that the lordship of your wallet belongs to God. By prioritizing the owner's portion first, you stop treating giving like an optional tip left over after all your needs are met. You integrate it directly into your stewardship flow budget as the highest authority item. The moment you write that check or click that give button, you're telling yourself and the world, my security is not in the remaining 90%, my security is in the owner.
This brings us to the famous challenge and promise in the book of Malachi 3:10. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it. This is one of the few places in the entire Bible where God tells us to test Him. He is inviting the steward to act in faith and watch what the owner does in response. The blessing here isn't a guarantee of a yacht or winning the lottery. The promised blessing is often wisdom, peace, protection from financial disaster, and true contentment, the things money cannot buy. It proves that the 90% in the hands of the faithful steward, blessed by the owner, goes further and provides more peace than the 90% desperately clutched by the anxious owner.
The tithe is the baseline, the required obedience, but the heart of the steward is called to generosity. Generosity is the overflow of a heart that truly believes in the owner's abundance. It's the spontaneous gift, the helping hand, the extra amount given without expecting anything in return. Think of it. Generosity weaponizes your money. Instead of letting your money serve your comfort, you use it to serve God's purpose in the world. It transforms dead currency into living impact. This is where the true financial joy is found, not in accumulation, but in distribution, using the owner's resources to bless others.
So the lordship of your wallet comes down to this choice. Ownership leads to anxiety, pride, and restriction. Stewardship leads to peace, faithfulness, and freedom. Your goal isn't to be rich in cash. Your goal is to be rich in faithfulness to the owner of the universe. Your final homework. If you haven't yet, take that first step of faith this week. Prioritize giving your first fruits in your budget, even if it's uncomfortable. Begin testing the owner's promise. That concludes our 4 chapters on the lordship of your wallet. Thank you for joining me on this journey to rethink everything you thought you knew about money. If this series has changed how you view your finances, please like this video and share it with someone who needs this freedom. And in the comments, tell me, what is the one word that best describes how you feel about your money now compared to Chapter 1? May you be blessed as you step into the freedom of true stewardship. Goodbye for now.